Yo, what up? I'm going to be taking you through a Streets Ruble guide on how to make a billion rubles. Kidding, but seriously, this ruble guide is very good. I've made over 100 million in, how long has it been? 26 days. So, we're first going to start off with a loadout. You could use whatever armor you want, obviously. You use whatever gun you want, yada yada. But whenever you do get to a high enough level where you can get a Pilgrim, or if you have an Attack 2 or the new Trooper bag, which is kind of a mix of both, make sure to use that. And then what I like to do is use a multi-purpose patrol vest, MPVV for short. Buy that, 40k, put that in your bag. It gives you a fuck ton of extra slots, so it's well worth it. And then the keys that you're going to need are Chekannaya 15. Stairs is optional. It's really cheap, but it helps a lot with going through the loot guide easier and faster. Iron Gate, 100%. Concordia 64. It's a good key, but I don't really loot it that much because it's kind of like off the path of Chekannaya, which is the best building in the game by far on streets. And then you also could get the Concordia Apartment 64 office room key. So this the 64 key and the office key are in the same room, but apparently I've heard that the office key has a yellow keycard spawn, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, so once you get all the keys and your loadout, whatever you choose, then we load into streets. So it's right here, hole in the wall. This is where you want to go. We're going to start here, and then after, I'm going to show you the Concordia building at the end, because in my opinion, it's a good room, but it's not really worth looting 100% of the time unless it's in your direction. Say if I had the crane extract over there, then I would go to it, or the evac zone over there in the corner, I would go to it on my way over there, but I'm just going to show you the main loot route, the main area that I go to personally every single raid to save as much time as I can in and out of raids. So, we're going to start off here. You come in here. I prefer to close the door on the way in, considering how bad the audio is this wipe. It helps you hear people if they're coming in. There's a loot spawn here and on the ground, coffees, gold chains, etc. More food spawns there. You come here to this little bench, loot spawns behind it, some food and yada yada, etc. Ammo as well, BT, BP, BS for 545. Inside this little box. And then obviously you come in here. And this is a really good spawn. You should always check it. Sometimes you'll have a little dot here, and you might be, what is it? It's most likely a Veritas pick or a Bitcoin. And sometimes if a vase spawns here, it'll slowly roll, and it'll be right here in the corner. So make sure to check that. Loot the dead scav, of course. Has very good loot. And like I said, with this MPPV, it will help a lot. So you don't have to bring a raid bag or a blackjack every raid. It helps with your storage. Industrial spawns here. Tools, tool sets, all that. There's a secret little hidden spawn here where if you look in this, you'll see a little dot sometimes. There's stims, bitcoins, transmitters, military cables, all of that good stuff. Military cable there. There's a spawn right here to the right of this book. A spawn here, a spawn here, a spawn on top of the filing cabinet. Filing cabinets you could obviously loot, but I don't ever touch them. This jacket here is pretty good. I found bitcoins and Tetrises out of that somehow. I guess just lucky. Moonshines can spawn here. All the food signs obviously could be a moonshine, so make sure to check it. One time I had like 3 moonshines in one raid. So make sure to check here. Food spawns, industrial spawns, more food spawns, ammo spawns on the ground. Ammo spawns on these chairs and on top of the filing cabinet. Come in here. There's a spawn right here for cables, wires, capacitors, all that. A spawn right here. Can spawn bitcoins, Veritas picks, food. Here, under the bottom shelf, right here, as you can see, is a bitcoin. Sometimes the loot blends in. Like, I've seen gold chains kind of in the box, so make sure to check that. Right here can spawn lions, vases, all that, as well as there. More spawns here on this little table. Wires, capacitors, LCDs, hard drives, DVDs. Make sure to check this PC. I've gotten graphics cards out of it a couple times. Spawns here on this little chair, on this bed. Right here in this little book, it's another hidden spawn, so make sure to hover over it. Right here on this shelf, lions, vases, all that. Everywhere in this kitchen, there's a lot of spawns. A bunch of food, In between every little nook and cranny, food, moonshine, bullets, like boxes of BP and stuff. Right here, and over here, as well as right here. It's water. And then another little hidden spawn in this box if you jump up. Graphics cards, Tetrises, all that. Come through here. Food spawn here. On the ground sometimes. On the ground right here. On this shelf. Food. Right here. Meds spawn in this. As well as on the ground. Spawn on this little thing. Meds around this bench as well. This med case. Obviously check. And then right here is a little syringe spawn. I've only found it once, but it was a pretty cool spawn. It's it bounces on this little metal piece, so make sure to check it. More industrial loot, hoses, you know, pliers and all that. Duffel bag here. I always want to check it. It's always, you know, good random loot. Fill up your bag. Loot spawns on these on the edge right there and on this bench right here. Jacket inside of here. Check this. And then you come upstairs. So before you go upstairs, to the right, in the corner over here, make sure to check on the ground right here. Right here in this little cabinet. Right here where the CPU is. I found graphics cards probably 4 or 5 times right here. In one of those spawns. On the windowsill. Right here on this table. Moonshine. You know, moonshine spawns everywhere. Come back to the stairwell. And before you go up, then you want to come down. There's spawns right here on the ground. On the ground here. And on the ground here. And then in this box, can spawn syringes, transmitters, military cables, all that good stuff. On the ground here, on the windowsill, and come on the second floor. Right here, spawns here, food spawns here, spawns here all over the floor, spawns here all over this drawer, right here on the sofa, right here where the bullet is, where this pack of ammo is. Come back here. There's I think two different spawns on top of this washing machine. Spawns right here on the floor. Spawns here in the corner. Spawns on this bed. Right here on the sofa. Right here as well. On this sofa. On the floor here can spawn chains and horses and stuff I've seen. So I always like to come in here and wiggle my mouse around and make sure I don't get like a little dot. And then you want to come down here under this rubble. Lay prone under the rubble. And then this is Chekannaya 15. This is by far the best room on Streets that I know of. It is insanely good. If you ever try and buy it off the market, it most likely is not going to be on the market. It's pretty much always sold out ever since people started talking about it. So yeah, this is Chekannaya 15. You want to come in here. Over this bed is a bunch of spawns. On this chair here. Right here on the floor. Right here on top of this. And keep in mind, this is offline mode, so spawns are different. This is very empty, but trust me, it's way better than this. Spawns here across this. Graphics cards. Stims, bitcoins, all that. Spawns over this sofa. And right here on the ground. Bitcoins, lions, axle parrots, raven figurines. This is the stair key that I was talking about. This is optional. But it helps a lot with your runs just because it's a lot faster. You open this and it leads down to the dead scav and the lion I found earlier. So yeah, this is an optional room. I like to just open it while I'm here at Chekannaya. You don't have to. But yeah, I like to open it while I'm here at Chekannaya so I can come back down after I loot the 3rd floor. And then lay prone under there, go through the stair key and drop down. And then you go through that door and go to the next loot area. So you come up here to the 3rd floor. There's more loot next to that windowsill and on the floor. So these are the iron gate keys. You want to open 1 and 4. 3 is already open, but it has free spawns. So keep in mind, you don't even need keys for this loot route at all. Food spawns all over here on the ground. You don't need keys, but it helps a lot greatly with how much money you make. There's valuable spawns and stim spawns in that little bucket there. Spawns on this little bench. Moonshine, bullets, ammo. Okay, so you want to open 4. Iron gate key. It opens all of these, 1 and 4. Spawns here on the floor. stims, bitcoins, all that, and then open 1. This room is really good if you ever tight on Iron Gate key uses. Make sure, 4 is good obviously, but I would definitely save many uses as you can for 1. Spawns right here, nice little fucking piss bucket on the ground. Make sure to check this dead scav and this dead scav. I found pretty good stuff off them. Spawns right here on this little metal table. And then once you're done, come through 5. It's already open. Drop down. Then boom, lay prone here. And this is why I like the stair key. If you don't have the stair office key, or the stair landing key, then you would have to go all the way around, go downstairs, go through the thing, go through the other hole in the wall. It's a pain in the ass. So drop down here. And then boom, you're right here at the back. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the other loot area. Okay, so once you come over here along the edge, you want to run along this edge. There's going to be scavs. This is offline mode, so I disabled scavs and anything that would shoot me. So there's going to be scavs. I've seen a lot of the time spawn on the playground right here in the corner. Scavs spawn here sometimes by this truck. Over here in the corner, there's a fucking lot. And it's really annoying. So you run down here. You could go through that red door there. But I like to just start over here in the corner and then work your way back. I find it a lot easier for me. So you want to run all the way to the end in this silver door. And keep in mind, this is also a spawn, a player spawn. So sometimes this door might already be open or already be looted. So just be careful whenever you're coming through here. Even if it's closed, there could be a player back here in the corner or in this little side room. So keep that in mind. This is a player spawn. In this little wooden box, cardboard box here on the ground, loot the scav, loot the duffel bag, spawns here on the corner. And then when you come back here, this is a really good room that's overlooked a lot of the times. There's a lot of industrial loot on the ground, on the shelves, everywhere, on these shelves. And then obviously filing cabinets you can loot if you're ever in need of more loot and you're almost out of your raid. If you come in this little side room, spawns here on this. And then spawns here on this. And then food spawn right here on this little thing. On this little plate. Spawns here. And then another duffel bag. So, when you come out, then what I like to do is run in here. Through this little red door. Come in here. And then go immediately upstairs. Right here, there's tech spawns all over the ground. LCDs, circuit boards, all that good stuff. Come through this first red door. Right above that, you'll see this dead scav. There's spawns here and spawns on the floor. Dead scav, of course. Spawns all over this hallway. Everywhere. Literally look everywhere. Duffel bag. They're all over the floor on this shelf. Right here on this box. In each individual parts of the shelf is this is an ammo box. More ammo spawns in here. And then food spawn here. And then make sure to loot this grenade box. This is a very good little grenade box. Nobody really loots it. You can find Vogs, impact grenades, M67s, all that good stuff. Toolbox here as soon as you come up. More spawns here on this. There's more spawns over here. And on the, on the edge and everything. We're going to get to that later. Once you come up this, you want to immediately do a U-turn and then run along this edge. The spawns here, I never really check. It's usually never anything good. Come into the first room on the right. Moonshine spawns, food spawns. On the ground right here, in this little oven, there's valuable spawns. Valuable spawns on the floor here. Food spawns here. There's for some reason, a bug spawn here. I'm not really sure why. Spawns on the ground here, food and water and different stuff. Valuable spawn here. Valuable spawn on this chair. Make sure to move your mouse around. It's kind of invisible. And then make sure to come in this little side room. Food spawns, food spawns. Med, food spawns here, ammo. I found moonshine a couple times on that shelving there. Industrial spawns here. And then more food and ammo spawns there. There's an intelligence spawn here, as well as I found dollars and euros sometimes in between there. And then there's a jacket here, of course. You come into the back. You have more spawns on the floor, on this, and then right here. And sorry for the rain and thunder. That's Tarkov. Okay, and then you come over the ramp, and then the spawns here. There's a duffel bag here. Spawns in the smelter shelving unit. Spawns right here, all over this. Right here, here. Ammo spawns here, and other ammo spawns here. I never really check it. It's usually pretty bad, but might as well. Then, like I said, you come down here. So this is the opposite side. This is the red door that I was talking about at the start, where I said I don't like to go in just because most of the loot's on that side anyways. So then when you come down the stairwell, you come through this door. Then you're in the postal unit, postal office. There's spawns on these shelves, on these shelves, on these shelves, on the floor, next to the scab, next to the duffel bag. Duffel bag you could loot, obviously. The dead scab you could loot. Spawns on this right here. Spawns on this. More spawns over here, but I never really bother with it. And then most of the time, you'll have underpass, which is really good. This raid I don't, because I spawn right here at Pinewood. So if you have underpass and you just finished looting, then you're gonna come out this door, run all the way to the end, and then go down that little stairwell. Obviously, if you have other extracts like collapse crane or evac zone, that's why if you spawn at Pinewood Hotel, you could do it opposite. I like to go to Chekannaya because I feel like every single time I go to it, if I do it backwards, it's looted. But yeah, that's about it. Now I'm going to go and take you to the Concordia building and the Concordia office inside the Concordia 64 key. Okay, so when pulling up from that's the Chekannaya key over there, pulling up to the Concordia building, if you want to loot it and, if you ever need room and you're playing with someone and, you need more loot, it's really good for the route I did because, I mean, the collapse crane is right there. It's an easy extract, or the evac zone back there. So you want to come right below this sign, the Concordia sign, where it's a shorter part of the L. You want to come in here to the first door, or you could go through the window. Come up the stairwell. Come through this little door here, through this door here, and then this is Concordia 64. Like I said, this key is optional in my opinion. It's still a good room to get to go to if it's on your way. I usually don't go to it unless it's in the way of the way I'm headed, so I don't have to come back to it. Spawns here on the floor. Spawn here. Lion, of course, on the bed and on the sofa. And then this is the office key, the Concordia 64 office key. I've heard this as a yellow keycard spawn, but I'm not positive. Loot spawns all over here. A PC spawns here. Food spawn spawns on the bed here. This key is very mediocre. Aside from, just a little bit of extra loot. And then, yep, that's it. So, I'm going to take you through it one more time. The route that I did, just in case you got a little bit lost or don't know where it is on the map or where you are. So, this is Alexis building. And then you come in front of it, the hole in the wall here. You loot this entire building. You come out the back door. You go over here, down the side, down the sidewalk. Over here to the basement descent. Right here is the little door, the metal door, where you loot and the industrial spawns and the valuable spawns on the floor with the dead scav. Loot this. Come inside here. Go up the stairwell. Come across. Loot the buildings up here. Come back down. Loot the loot here. Go down the stairwell. And then you exit right here. Then, obviously, if you have underpass, take underpass. Most of the other common extracts is you would have evacuation zone, collapse screen. If you ever have sewer river, it's, in my opinion, the worst extract you can get because you have to go and cross through this entire road, run down a straight line, and a lot of times I get camped. It sucks. So that's the loot route I take, and obviously the Concordia 64 office key is over here. Come to it whenever you want, or if you need extra loot, go for it. And that's it, guys. That's the Billionaire's Guide to Streets. Thank you guys for watching. Hope it helps you get all of your root. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Boom.